Shoulder sideways, smack it in the air. Legs move it side to side, smack it in the air. Legs move it side to side, smack it in the air. Shoulder sideways, smack it in the air.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Taco Talk Tuesday. I'm Jeffrey here, and tonight on the panel, who do we have? Everybody introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Matthew Wright.
Ihoma.
Bobby Ray Jr.
All right, how was everybody's weekend? Anybody do anything?
Man.
Where's my plate?
What did I do this weekend?
So nobody did nothing.
Nothing.
Y'all quiet.
Right?
Like, we can't
Nothing.
It was kind of like chill for everybody. Yeah.
Everybody was like, it was like crickets in here for a second.
I've been stressed, man. I've been trying to get this move situated.
Oh yeah, that's where you're
Where are
going
you
this week.
moving?
Mid city. Not too far.
Oh, you trying to be close to the man.
All right, y'all. Well, before we get started, y'all know how we do. Let's grab our shot glasses. Wrong cup, Yoma. Cheers. Come on, let's get it started.
Cheers.
Shots. Time for all of that.
Salute.
Go.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm not mad at that.
All right, for the shot.
Shots are a lot better.
It's
It
a
should
lot
not
better, right?
make
We had that gas. All right, so we're going to jump right into it, you guys. A lot happened this weekend, but the biggest thing in the news right now, it's on every media station, CNN still talking about it. Of course, we have to talk about the Michael Brown shooting, in which the officer that shot him, Darren Wilson, he was not charged, will not be charged for killing Michael Brown. Last that I saw, and this was around noon, CNN reported that 61 people in Ferguson had been arrested for the riots and the looting and everything that was going on. The verdict came down last night, about 9 o'clock Eastern time, so about 6 o'clock over here for us. How do you guys feel about it?
Let y'all go first.
I mean, it's just a clear example of what it is in America. Like there is no post-racial America. It probably never will be. Just the fact that they couldn't even go through a bullshit trial and acquit him that way is just. I don't know, just his interview and his story about how he was a demon and it was Hulk Hogan and they're basically the same size. Like Mike Brown is 6'6" and
Yeah, he's a
Darren
big
is
dude. He's a big
6'4".
dude, yeah.
Like they're not that big of a difference, and you're that scared of a teenager and you have a gun.
And go ahead,
I,
Rob.
just, I agree with everything you say, but I have to play devil's advocate because the only thing I'll say is you can't punch a cop. I'm not saying that
He didn't.
He
Come on,
punched
stop!
him.
No,
He
stop!
punched him. He didn't punch
Really, he punched him.
He punched him.
He punched him. He punched an armed officer.
Yes, you didn't see.
Really?
I don't remember
you
hearing
didn't.
that.
I saw a red
Yes,
bruise
he
that could have been
did.
put there after the fact.
But even though he got a bruise, he did not deserve to die.
Yeah.
No,
He
he
was
didn't.
shot
He
12
didn't.
times.
Right,
Come
right,
on,
yeah.
no.
Right.
I remember growing up being a teenager where you always had a little mouth. You always had to talk back to authority, whatever the case may be. That does not mean you get to lose your life.
Okay,
Right.
true, but okay. And you were in DC, right?
I was in
See, I grew up in.
DC.
Okay, it may be different because I grew up in Texas, so we already knew. Like you just you don't put your hand on the cop. If the cop say something
But
crazy sideways,
do
you
you really
just roll with
think?
it.
Do you really think Mike punched him in his face? You really believe that? You really believe
So
that?
how about this? Was
You
anybody
really believe
at
That's
all-
what they
were
say.
you
Though.
guys-
That's ain't that what he
After
said?
what? Maybe he attacked him.
Didn't he say
and
he
he
attacked him at the
defended
car?
himself.
Right.
Didn't they say he?
I
attacked him
don't
at the
see
car?
no
It was probably
young.
a fight, but I don't think he just intentionally just.
Like
hit him
just
in
say, I'm
the
gonna punch you in your face
Right.
because
Right.
But okay, if a cop grab you, who fights back with a cop?
a lot of people will
Everybody.
fight back.
As a black person,
Yes.
Yeah.
People will fight back. They don't know what's about to
It's a
happen.
natural
It's a natural
instinct.
instinct
No.
to go into attack mode.
Nah.
I mean, I can't say because
Trying
I've
to
never been
survive.
in
Me either.
that situation.
If a cop grabs you,
Okay.
your natural reaction is not to go down.
My natural reaction is to get the fuck off me.
Yeah. Right.
Nah,
right.
not
Yes,
what-
it
in
is.
the
Especially
South,
if I'm innocent.
in Texas, you don't like. When a
Like,
cop
they
grabs
not
you-
in-
Okay, yeah. In Texas,
Maybe
I think
in
I would
cop
go
grabs you.
with
If a
it.
cop grabs you, you go down. Like you just go down.
All right, so
Whatever the
but was
fuck
anybody,
happens,
were
go
any
down.
of you guys surprised by the grand jury's decision.
I was surprised.
Unfortunately, I was not surprised.
I was surprised
I was
because I thought
50-50.
they would at least go through a bullshit trial and acquit him that way.
Oh,
I was, but I wasn't
thought it would be
surprised.
something
Honestly,
like that.
I was surprised they said no because I was like, well, what just happened with Trayvon Martin? I was like, okay, they're gonna give us this one, but then a part of me
They
was
ain't
like,
giving
they
us
ain't giving
shit.
us nothing.
Right.
So,
No, but-
it's like I didn't feel anything. I was like kind of numb, like,
Right,
because
right.
I had no hopes or anything. Like you knew it was gonna be this outcome.
But I don't know. Maybe I had it fucked up. But didn't they say that the dude was walking? Don't get mad at me. The dude was walking, right? And he pulled up, and then whatever happened. But I thought they said that he like attacked him while he was in the car. Like the cop was trying to get out, and he like slammed the door on him a little bit, then punched him a couple times. And then he said there was a struggle. He went for his gun. Then he like first shot him.
What person
That's
will
what I thought.
attack a police officer?
Exactly. That's what I'm. But if that's what the cop says, it's not
Yeah.
what
It's
happened.
No, that's
it's
not.
what you can prove. That's
Let me
what
tell
I'm
you
saying.
something. Let me explain
Okay,
something to you.
okay.
No.
Go ahead.
Let me explain something to you. He just now coming out with his story 3 months after the fact. As a police officer, you're supposed to write down an incident report after it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So we waited until all the forensics came out, and then he put his story together to match everything.
But I thought they said that from day one, though. I thought they said he.
No. First they was like, oh no, he stole cigars.
Right,
oh no,
right, right.
he was
But he did
we thought he was
steal
a robbery.
cigars,
We thought he was a
yeah,
robbery
yeah.
suspect.
Right.
And that's when I did this. Like it's always different. Now he's coming out after the forensic has been put out about what happened. He's putting his story to match the
With the
forensic.
okay, I can see that.
All right.
Ain't
Well, you guys,
no
so
one
you
is going up
know.
and punching nobody in the face.
That
You
part I
can't
didn't
fail me
hear.
on that.
You
You
didn't-
can't. I don't care if God himself. I don't care if God himself came down and said Ehola. I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't care if God
see,
himself came
All right,
down.
so
and
you guys
said-
know that also with that verdict coming out, there's a lot of riots, looting, and things going on in Ferguson.
talk about
President Obama, he made a
Oh.
statement about this. So we're gonna
I bet
go
he
to-
did.
We're gonna go to a clip about it, and
Okay.
we'll come back and we'll talk.
We are a nation built on the rule of law. And so we need to accept that this decision was the grand jury's to make. There are Americans who agree with it, and there are Americans who are deeply disappointed. But I join Michael's parents in asking anyone who protests this decision to do so peacefully. Let me repeat Michael's father's words. Hurting others or destroying property is not the answer. No matter what the grand jury decides, I do not want my son's death to be in vain. I want it to lead to incredible change, positive change, change that makes the St. Louis region better for everyone. We are a nation.
All right, you guys. So that was President Obama. He made a statement last night regarding that, really to try to keep the peace and everything. How did you guys feel about them rioting? What were your thoughts on that part of it?
Rioting, I understand protesting. Rioting,
No,
I don't understand.
do it.
Riot.
Do it.
I'm all for it.
No, you can't.
Wait, no.
do
I'm
it.
gonna say no. This is what I'm gonna
What's
say
that
no.
gonna prove?
Because
What's
what
that
they're
gonna
doing,
help?
all that they're doing. Now this is why I have a problem. Tell you why I have a problem with it.
Uh-oh.
Because they are doing nothing but destroying their own shit. This is their town,
That's
and then
true.
the
Other
thing
black
is,
people.
I can see this is what
Businesses.
really pissed me off about it. I saw a picture on Instagram today. I don't know if it was CGI, fake, whatever. It pissed me off. It was this girl coming out of a liquor store, some kind of store, and in her hand she had a bottle of Hennessy and a pack of hair. What the fuck was that? Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I did laugh.
She was
when I
getting her
saw it.
bundles.
She was like,
What
look.
does that have to do
And some
with
alcohol.
this
Okay.
tragedy that happened?
Okay, that I agree with.
It's always going to be somebody that just takes it completely left.
Who's going to take advantage of
Right,
it? You know
right,
what I mean?
right,
You're
right.
going to have people like that.
Time out. But tell me this: rioting and looting. What is that going to change in the grand scheme of
It
things?
just-
What is
Awareness.
okay? What is
Hang on,
staying
one at a time.
silent going to change? Because it ain't been changing nothing.
Right.
That's the point. It
Okay.
ain't about being silent. It's about putting some organizations and getting organized with a solid message, and then going through the proper channels to make some change.
What's the proper channels? Explain
Who's
to
gonna
me.
set that up?
Voting, first of all, that's the voting. Why are black people, the people that are eligible to vote, why are we like the lowest in voter turnout? That's one thing.
Well,
Getting involved in your community, going to town hall meetings and stuff like that. But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
finish your-
Matt,
your-
I'm
your-
starting to say something. What was your
I
opinion?
mean, all those ideas are great, but like, who's gonna spearhead that up to say, okay, this is what we're gonna do?
No,
step one,
not
step
Al
two, step
Sharpton,
three.
please.
Yeah, right now.
There's no one to spearhead that movement. So
True.
when there's not a person
Bobby?
in place, we just go crazy.
That's the thing.
Regional
See, that's
LA
the
person.
I will be the regional representative for Los Angeles,
Well,
California.
real quick, you
Stand up.
guys. We posted the
will.
question. Post the question on our Facebook for your opinion on what you think about the Darren Wilson verdict, and we have a viewer comment. We're gonna take a look at that. And we'll come back.
And I'm in this stuck place because yesterday I said, okay, if by a very small chance that they decide to say, yes, we're going to go ahead and indict Darren Wilson on these charges of killing this young man, then people will go to work on Tuesday, and the last 100 days didn't happen. Everything happened, but now they're over. We're just glad to be here. We won. And I was afraid of that. On the other hand, I said, okay, I don't want them to convict him, because if they don't, then maybe this revolution that we've been tweeting about, and this revolution we've been Facebooking and talking and showing up in Ferguson for, and showing up in Chicago and Los Angeles and Atlanta and even Charlottesville, Virginia, where I am now, maybe that'll happen. Maybe we will say we are tired of it. People do not talk. People don't act until you piss them off.
All right, y'all. So, sorry, I keep getting my bit. Thank you, Darnell, for sending that video in. So, I mean, I don't know. It's protests going. I'm gonna say protests. I'm gonna say riots.
Right.
Protests going on all over the country right now.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of people are just saying like, I wasn't surprised. And so to have these riots, it's like they were just planning to riot.
No,
It's not like it's a reaction because they were.
I think
like,
they were
all the
planning
things that I
it.
have been seeing.
Yeah,
all
they were
I've been
planning.
seeing is
They went downtown ready to get it going.
So it's like they have been planning, and it's the holiday season. They have been planning.
Who is they that's been planning? Who is this
I
they
don't-
that's
you
been
know
planning?
what?
That's
I hate to say it.
pulling the strings.
In the black community in
Ignorant
Missouri.
black people. I
That's
can't
the
say
thing.
it, but that's
That's
what
the
it
That's
is.
the thing. That's the thing, man. If there's no when MLK and Malcolm X, whatever, if they were pro-violence or against violence, in between the rallies and the meetings or whatever, there was work being done to organize and to educate people in the community. But now it's just a whole bunch of people on Twitter and Facebook talking about burn shit up, blow shit up.
Well, you gotta understand.
Friday.
You gotta understand that was a different time. That was a
Yeah.
different generation. There was
Exactly.
way more stuff that needed to be accomplished than just now.
Exactly. You just said it. So
So-
you better dig yourself a hole.
No,
Go ahead.
oh no,
Go
I don't
ahead.
dig myself a hole.
Go ahead.
Oh, I
You better dig yourself a hole.
Claw her way out of it.
Go ahead.
Now, what I'm saying is, I don't agree with the rioting and the looting, but I do agree with violent protest.
Why
Violent
violent?
has to be the answer.
Maybe
Why
she doesn't
violent?
mean violent.
I mean,
she might
maybe
mean
I'll take the side.
I mean,
Aggressive.
aggressive.
What define aggressive? If you don't, if you
Because
don't
I just feel
looting-
like we've been silent for too long, and it has not gotten us anywhere in the last 50 years. Like, what have we accomplished? We have a black man holding the highest power in the world, and he still has to face racism and all this opposition. So it's like it doesn't matter if you're Harvard educated, if you're Yale educated, Princeton educated. It doesn't matter if your pants don't sag. You're still going to get the same BS.
So how do you
But-
feel?
So what
how
do you do at
feel
this
though that
point?
the parents of Michael Brown are asking people to be nonviolent
I
in their
think
protests?
that's them doing the politically correct
Exactly.
thing. I don't think deep down inside
They ready to
feel-
cut some shit up.
Because,
I mean, I'm sure
because
they
at the
are.
end of the day, on Thursday, it's
This
a
is what we
holiday.
need to do.
And it's an empty chair at the table. You know what
This
I'm
is
saying?
what we need to do. I'm about to be
Go
real
ahead.
radical.
Come on.
Y'all
gotta
get quiet.
Don't, you know.
We're not
yeah.
stopping. That's why you're here speaking.
I think there needs to really be a new Black Panther.
Okay, I'm not going there.
I wouldn't
I
say
really
that,
do.
but I it need to be some kind of organization.
No, it needs to be
structure,
something where
but
if you
it can't be radical.
no, it has to be radical
can't
at
be
this
radical.
point. It has to be.
It can
Then
be-
what else would it be? We're gonna sit here and it's gonna be someone else that get killed, someone else that get killed, someone else
But
that get killed, someone else
this
that
is
get
the thing.
killed.
This is the thing. The last 5 years, how many incidents have we had with injustice and racial
Uncountable.
bigotry? And what do? Every time we have some kind of movement on Twitter or Instagram, we put on hoodies.
get what
We
you're saying.
black out our advies on Twitter. We do a hashtag. What?
Well, you
is
can't
that shit
solve
gonna
something
change?
over social media.
Exactly.
And I think
but
a
that's
bunch
all
of
we
people
do.
just do that.
That's why I
because
said me and new Black
it's the hot
Panther
thing to
party
do.
that's gonna be in the community breaking shit
But it
down.
can't be
That's
radical.
not the- again,
It has
going with
to
the
be
violent
radical.
approach.
That
That sounds
will
like it's
not-
going with the violent approach.
Exactly.
They violent to us. We need to return the favor.
I think the first step
That's
is
not-
to educate the people on a plan.
Exactly. educated.
So we need a new
Because
leader.
if you don't have a vision or a plan, the people will perish and they'll go crazy.
Exactly.
So you're gonna have to
So
execute.
who's
some
going to
form
be
of
that
plan.
person to execute? It can't be
Me.
Al
Yeah,
Sharpton.
Bobby gonna
Me.
do that.
Let's go. Get
Me.
All right,
talk Tuesday
All
and
right,
at home,
look,
writing the
so-
plan.
All right, so
I'm
the
ready.
mic is plenty more that can be said regarding this situation. But we're gonna move on to the next topic, you guys, because
Because I'm heated.
We got to keep going with the show because we talk about this all night. And unfortunately, this is another topic that is kind of sad to talk about. So, 12-year-old Tamir Rice. Did I say that right, Tamir?
Tamir, I think
Tamir Rice.
I believe Tamir is correct.
Was shot and killed by a police officer in a park. So the story is that he was in the park waving around a gun. Someone called the police, said there's a young man in the park waving a gun around. They said, I think it's fake.
Okay.
They did not confirm if it was fake. I said, I think it's fake, but he's scaring people because he's waving his gun around.
Okay.
So the police showed up, and unfortunately, Tamir, he was shot. Now, the report said that the gun that he had, the little orange part, you know how toy guns have that orange tip? It was removed. So I guess at the distance the officers were, they could not tell whether it was a real gun or a fake gun.
That's
Okay.
And we actually have a picture of Tamir right here.
Oh, look at him.
Okay, this is my thing. Why is it aggressive force? If you think someone is dangerous, this is what they teach you in the police academy. If you think someone is dangerous, you don't kill them. You shoot them in the arm. You shoot them in the leg. You shoot them in the foot.
That's not true.
I watched
That's not
some.
true.
Hang on, some,
Why is it not
some
true?
Law and Order and CSI. Not to say that's real, but they chased people.
That's
ain't
Hollywood,
that
though.
what you're supposed to do?
But that's Hollywood. But this is the thing. Like, I got two family members that are police officers. This is the thing. They are not trained. They are trained to stop the force. And this is the thing. This
Stop
is
the force. Shoot them in the
This is-
arm.
This is
That
where it's
stops
a
the
gray
force.
area. This is where it's a gray area. It's at their
hand.
discretion. And this is the thing where I be
You
trying to
te-
look. This is why we trying to tell people. It's at their discretion in that moment of what they feel like. Do they feel like they're in bodily harm? Like me myself, if I'm a cop and I see somebody grabbing for a gun, I feel like
You don't know what
Okay,
they...
but here's the thing, though. I don't think
Come
that he
on.
felt like he was in harm because he had a call and he responded to the scene. So
Right.
it obviously wasn't an incredibly.
I mean, I
Beyond.
definitely think taking into account
Look.
again, the caller said, "I think the gun is
Yeah,
fake."
so you could have
No.
the
approached the
officer
child.
could have approached it
Beyond
different.
that.
And that's
he
your
is
job.
12 years old. He
Right.
is a child.
But what-
He's not like he's 16. You might mistake him
But
as an
does
adult.
that
He
mean
is a
that
child.
he does
Look,
not
look.
necessarily have access to a gun? He
Exactly.
could have had access to that gun.
Okay,
and
but
not
he's
known.
a
Okay, but I feel like at the
child.
end of the day, as a police
Because
officer,
clearly-
it's your job
Right.
to.
So you
This
telling
is,
me?
but,
You
like,
know, like,
clearly,
you're not
this is
just
the
gonna
thing, though.
shoot and
He
kill.
was- the man
Time out.
called in and he said clearly the boy is walking around this
Who's
park
this goddamn man? We
terrorizing-
gotta find
Listen, He
him.
was terrorizing people, so he was purposely scaring people with this
Somebody
gun.
should have just body
That's
slammed
what-
that little boy.
Wait a minute.
What
Wait a
a- time
minute.
out.
No,
Hey, let Bobby go.
no.
Let Bobby go. Let Bobby speak.
Wait. What, look. There's a lot of stuff in the media. You know, okay, this is a two-part thing. In the media, you get the news what they want you to see. When a cop kills a black kid, you hear about it. But every day, cops get shot at by criminals more than
Then
criminals
don't be a
get shot at by
cop.
cops.
Then don't be a cop.
Okay, but with that being said,
You know what you were signing up for when you
But
joined.
with that being said, there are 12-year-olds, believe it or not, it don't get in the news because they're underage, but 12-year-olds, they have guns. In Chicago, there are 12, 13-year-olds.
Where was this in?
Killing
This is in
people.
Ohio.
Thank
This is
you.
Ohio.
Not Chicago.
But Ohio have rough parts. What part
Wait a
of
minute.
do you know what part of Ohio?
No,
He don't.
Ohio have
this is the point.
Cleveland, go to Cleveland. Cleveland
You
is
should
rough
just
as
stop at
fuck.
Columbus.
Go to Cleveland. Go to Cleveland.
Let me explain. Let me explain the
What?
difference. Okay. Now, for instance, when it was the Boston bomber people, they didn't kill him. They took him to the hospital. He was shooting up everything, shooting. They took him to the hospital. This little boy, they didn't even try. They didn't even do that. They just shot him. Really? Someone who's bombed U.S. soil, you're gonna take him to the hospital. You're gonna take him in alive.
With this
but
one, I
this
have to
little
say,
one,
with
you
this one,
can't
so-
shoot him in the arm.
I have to say that I don't know. I didn't see anything reported as to whether or not the cops, tried to say, "Hey,
They didn't
put your
try.
hands up." I don't know.
They didn't.
They did.
No,
They
Did they?
no.
Okay, see, I didn't see that.
No, they
He
didn't
reached
try.
for his gun. Yes, they did.
They didn't try. I don't believe it.
They told him, put your
Well, they
hands
coulda
up.
shot him in
Time
the-
out. Look.
In
If
the
the
leg
cops
and the
had-
knee, or
That's the thing. thing.
And
This is the misconception. Cops are not people. The general public think that the cops are not trained
Then
to
they-
shoot
then-
you.
Then
in
why the
leg.
fuck are you a cop?
Exactly.
That's your job.
Exactly. You are here to
I'm done with that
protect.
in.
Look,
Like,
look,
that's your
You are here
job.
to protect.
That's what
your
they
job.
are.
You are here to
trained.
protect.
You are in the military. You're a police officer.
No,
That's what they're trained to do.
You
Like,
use
he wasn't a
deadly force
terrorist.
when necessary.
But-
It's not deadly
but-
force.
but-
It's not deadly force.
but-
You cannot tell me a 12-year-old put out his damn gun on a cop. You can't tell me that. I won't believe it. I won't believe it.
That's what the story
No, he
was.
don't need to talk no more. Next
That's what the story was.
Go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead.
I don't believe that story.
They told
Who
him.
reported that?
Well, that's
Look,
DC all
Look,
day.
that's
all
DC.
that.
That's DC right
That's
here.
DC. But look,
all right,
that's
guys.
what they told him to
Go ahead.
do.
No, they lying.
Look, they said, put your
I need
hands
the
up.
witnesses. They got witnesses.
Look,
The cops are right
There was
down
a witness
anything.
that called and said this little
I
boy was.
think-
We need
might be
to
a
we need to
fake gun.
find that witness.
Yeah,
Well-
you can't be at a park waving guns. That shit scary.
Little
as fuck.
boys do that.
Okay, pause.
No,
Pause.
I've never
No,
seen a child do
no,
that.
no,
No,
no, no.
Okay, so Ihoma, you are in the park.
And you see a
You
12-year-old
sitting there,
little girl.
whether wait, you sitting there whether you by yourself, you with a friend, whether you reading a book, sitting in the park, and you see a child, knowing how this world is today.
Yes.
You see a 12-year-old. 12-years can be big, they can be small.
They
You
big
never
as
know.
shit.
With
And
the
all you
orange
see is
part
a
torn
gun.
off.
The orange part is going. All you see is a 12-year-old
black
with a
gun.
gun.
Right.
Do you sit there to find out? Oh, this might be a
play.
fake gun because this is a child.
Hell no.
This is play. Or do you get up and run and
I-
you make a call?
Would
And
Very honestly, and not even
honestly,
right,
I
right.
will leave the park? No.
Exactly. So right there, that's it. That's
And I will call from 2 miles away. Listen, there's a little black
y'all gonna
boy.
go to
It's a little black boy.
no,
He look
no.
like the Hulk.
That's the
He a
point, right? You know
demon.
what?
He
It's right
aggressive. Go get him. That's what I would do.
That's where we're going to stop
It's a-
because again, no,
Can I
we're going to
just
stop.
say-
We're going to move on because
Okay.
these are conversations that can continue on
Forever.
Everybody forever, and everybody.
Forever.
Especially with these
That's
emotions.
what
So
this DC girl-
what we're going to do
Listen,
is we are going to lighten it up a little bit. So Sunday night, the American Music Awards
That's not lighting it
were
up.
on.
I feel like that's not lighting the situation up.
Ooh, the anti-black award.
So Sunday night, the American Music Awards,
Exactly.
they were on, and it was a very interesting show. I sat through it. I mean, you had a lot of performances. Taylor Swift, she performed. You had Lorde. I would say the women ran the night there. Like Lorde, Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj, Mary J. Blige, Selena Gomez, Diana Ross was in the house, Iggy Azalea, all them other people. So the biggest thing that's coming from the awards is people were upset, actually kind of irate. Also Jessie J performed, who I think did an amazing. She was the
She's
best
amazing.
thing about
She's
the
dope
show.
as hell.
That's right.
People were upset because Iggy Azalea, she took home the award for best rap hip hop album. Only 3 people in the category.
Every category has 3 people in it. which
Now,
is
Iggy, so
ridiculous.
what I want to say, and then I'll let
How much
you
did it
guys-
cost for her to win that award? How much
Look,
did
I will
T.I.
say,
pay?
what I will say is, okay, for Iggy, I know a lot of people, they get on her because they're like, oh, she's not black, so why she?
It
here?
ain't
But
even
wait,
the
no,
fact
it
that,
ain't
ooh,
even-
I got,
but I'm gonna finish this, but
ooh,
she's
child.
black. That's what a lot of people are saying. She ain't black. Why is she in the hip hop categories, et cetera, et cetera? I don't think the hip hop category is about your skin color.
Eminem has been in it for the last 20 years.
For me, with Iggy, the reason I don't, cause it's like Fergie is not put in hip hop, and I feel like Iggy is kind of doing the same thing that Fergie, has been
Has
doing
done
for
for
years.
years.
It's pop. It's that music, and she was
Hip-hop.
also
She
put
raps
in.
more.
She
I
was
mean,
also
she raps
nominated in the pop rock category.
Right.
So
Iggy was.
Iggy was, yes.
Let me tell you what I don't like about Iggy.
Come on, with
And
it,
it has
DC.
nothing to do with her skin color.
Nothing.
It's the fact that she's from Australia and she sounds like she's from Atlanta.
She tries to sound like
She tried. Because
Like-
when she was accepting that award last night, her
Accent came
was
out.
right there.
Why not when you rap?
That's what I got a problem
And
with,
when
too.
you rap, you don't talk about Australia. You don't talk about how you were raised. That's what rap is
Yeah,
about.
But she didn't
Rap
have a
is
good.
talking about where
she
you're
didn't have
from.
a good upbringing. She came to America.
Eminem didn't have a good upbringing. We know all about his mama and all this other shit. Like,
Valid.
what's going
Okay.
on?
Even if she
That is what rap is about. Hip hop is about telling your story. I don't know her story. She act like she just came out of Atlanta, Buckhead, and
Well,
she just.
no,
I mean,
Her
Go ahead,
story
go ahead,
is
go ahead.
entertainment. So her
She
story
ain't
is
entertaining
I'm
me.
gonna sell you.
I am bored with
whatever's
her.
gonna push units and push records.
See,
but
that's the problem.
she's not
That's the problem.
pushing. But
That's
she's
the-
not pushing.
I mean,
she's
she
not
can-
selling. She ain't Please.
I mean, she on the charts
She's
and
doing-
shit.
look,
She's
no,
popular.
No, I will tell you
She's
this because
popular, but she ain't
Fancy.
selling.
No. Fancy.
It was a
that
hit
the
record.
Song, it was
That's-
a hit record
yeah.
song. Everybody.
She ain't
Whether you
pushing
know
one on
records.
whether Ihoma,
She's not
Ihoma-
pushing records.
Nobody's pushing records
Ihoma,
these
I
days.
guarantee this. You know that hook to Fancy, don't you?
I do.
I sure don't.
That shit
I don't know
don't-
any of her music.
You know it.
I don't know
Look.
any of her music.
Okay, this is the thing. When her first mixtape came out, like when I first heard about it a couple years ago, her mixtape, it was more of her voice. You
Right.
could hear her accent and shit. Then when she got with Tip, that's when it all of a sudden
Sell
changed.
out.
So is it Iggy?
Sell
Wait,
out.
So is it
Sell
Iggy
out.
or is it her
T.I.
label?
It's her label.
Is
Sell
it-
out.
Okay, so
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No,
because you couldn't.
no. Because I was not a fan. Now wait, Ihoma, yes or no? Did you listen to Iggy prior to her being this person
I
she
did.
is now?
I don't even listen
You
to
did
her
not?
now,
Okay, no,
so
but
I
that-
damn
fuck
sure
with
didn't listen to
And
her
I
back
fuck with her.
then.
You have somebody who did who
I
listened to
fuck with her.
said that she was very.
It was-
you know,
We not
authentic
trusting
who
his
she was.
opinion.
Oh, for real, it was legit.
can't
Like
disregard
you
his
can hear her
opinion.
accent.
Also,
and she was chilling.
there's also a music video out when she was singing. She don't know what she want to do. She just trying to make it. She just trying to get
But what's
famous.
wrong
That's all
with
she-
that?
I don't have a
What's wrong
problem
with
with
a
her
rapper?
trying to make it. Again,
Ain't
it's
nothing wrong
just.
with that.
And you
Drake
gonna be
sings and rap.
Okay, but that's infusing his music. It's not infusing her music. Now it's when she from
Why is it not infusing her music?
Now it's when
Wait,
she
wait,
from
wait, wait.
Buckhead.
Ihoma, how
She's
did
a
you
new
just-
artist, so she's just throwing everything at the wall, and whatever
Well,
sticks,
ain't
that's what
shit
she's
sticking
doing.
for
Oh,
me.
wait, question. How did you just give that pass to Drake saying
Yeah.
he's infusing his
Yeah.
music?
Because
he's
he's doing
Canadian.
that.
He's not
She's
even
doing it.
Canadian.
No, but his daddy from Tennessee, so he
So
get a
what
little
that
bit
mean?
of
What that
that.
mean?
So if one
What's
of the
Tennessee,
Tennessee
though?
were black.
Tennessee, that Memphis,
You know what?
they don't
I
play.
quit. All right, I quit. Next. Damn it.
Can't
So,
quit,
okay.
I'll say this though about Iggy.
Go ahead.
Um,
And this is someone in the music industry, so please
Let-
Come with it.
Because I know people that work like in her camp,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be political, but I'll be honest.
Right.
Iggy, I won't speak on her talent because
Because there is none.
that's what she does.
Clearly,
but
she had the biggest
I-
record.
but
She can.
even-
Go ahead,
I'm not gonna say what I'm about to
Go ahead, man.
say.
even though she had the biggest record of the summer, you cannot put a new artist in a category with Eminem and Drake.
Yeah.
That's what my problem
And
is.
they
Because
win.
she was also nominated. She had
I'm not
three
saying
nominations.
she's
She's
not
nominated for
talented.
his,
I'm not
Best
saying
New
she's not
Artist.
dope. I ain't saying she's not sweet. I ain't saying she ain't got flow. All
Or got
I'm
some
saying,
No,
ass.
she don't got flow.
She
Let's
got
say
some
that.
ass.
all I'm saying is that
She do got some ass.
As
So
fake
look,
as it may be.
I mean,
It
if you
ain't
had a
fake.
check
It
in
is
Atlanta,
fake. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
all
me?
I'm saying is
You from
that
Texas, you should be able to spot the fakeness.
but she
all
had
I'm
it before.
saying is that trying
she
to
didn't.
put a new artist in a category
not.
with established
As a lie.
Established artist,
hip
yes.
hop pioneers that have created sounds that people are imitating,
And
Right.
granted,
and you have her beat them
Because
it's disrespectful.
Ti paid some money to
Granted,
somebody.
I did not hear Eminem's album, but I did hear Drake's album. One, it was only 3 people in the category. That was a problem for me.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I definitely think Drake. I have not heard Iggy's album, but
Yeah.
based off the songs and the radio I've heard, I don't think that she should have beat Drake out.
Based on the legacy alone, you know she ain't fucking with Eminem.
At all.
That's like not even like.
Okay, so I think we all agree on that part.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, so
Kinda,
moving along.
kinda.
Moving along. Next from the AMAs, we're gonna go to once again these damn Knowles Carters keep shutting down the damn internet. So on Friday,
child.
Beyonce she dropped her latest single from her platinum album
That's her joint.
called 7-Eleven, along with the video. We're gonna give y'all a little bit of that
Seven
video.
twice.
Give y'all a little video and we'll come right back.
Man is here like rolling dice. Man is here like rolling dice. 7-Eleven, 7 twice, man 7 twice. Man it feel like rolling dice. Man it feel like rolling dice. Man it feel like rolling dice. 7 twice, 7 twice. Girl, I'm trying to kick it with you. Girl, I'm trying to kick it with you. Man, I'm trying to kick it with you, my feet.
That was a little bit of the video from Beyonce. As y'all can see, I mean, she did it like it looks like on a cell phone. I'm sure she had some expensive ass cameras, but
She said she did on the
it was
iPhone
shot
6.
On her
very-
iPhone 6 Plus.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
In a
yeah.
Mac
At the Beverly Wilshire.
Come on, y'all. Let's go rent a hotel and do a real, you
What
know.
y'all think about the video? Can Beyonce
Love it.
continue to do whatever the fuck she
Love
want to
it.
do?
I think that
Love
at this
it.
point in her career, she's just having fun because she's been in a position where she's had to prove herself, and now she's at an icon status where there's not
Right.
one person in entertainment, not one person,
Damn sure not Iggy.
across the entertainment board that is more popular and successful than she is. Like she is truly the Michael Jackson of our generation, and at this point,
What about Rihanna?
What?
no.
I'm just asking.
And
I'm
at
just-
this point, she can get up there and sing the ABCs in 2-part harmony, and it would be a hit record because we just respect the fact that the people who are like in their 30s and 40s now, like we saw her like as a kid, so like we all grew up together, and she's like leading the pack, and everything that she does, everyone else does.
And like, truth is, honestly, I have no idea.
We have no idea what
she's
the record is
talking
about.
What she's talking about.
But because she's
But
singing
the
it,
beat-
you.
But that's just game though.
For me,
It's
though,
infectious.
honestly, it wasn't even just because she was singing it. Like, the beat was just
It's
like,
infectious.
it caught me. It was very
Yeah.
infectious. And
Yeah,
that's
it's-
what caught me.
that shit
I have
banging.
no idea what the fuck she's talking
and
about.
that's the thing about Beyonce. Like, the songs that she does now, like, they're very simple. They're very 1, 2, 3, so everybody can sing it.
Yeah.
A person that's 3 years old can hear it
Mm-hmm.
and love it. Somebody that's 100 years old can hear it and love it. And that's what makes her a star. The fact that she can connect with every demographic, like, she's leading the pack by leaps and bounds. And these girls and guys will never catch up.
I agree
Never.
that like, because I remember a while ago, like, we talked about her before, and Sparkle, I don't know if you're watching, but Sparkle had a problem, like, when her album came out. And I said, she
yeah.
just having fun.
She's having
Like,
fun.
she having fun. She never had that, but like you said.
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody, Sparkle, take note, somebody
Who
from the
cares
music
if
industry.
she's a mother or a wife? She's
Exactly, she's
having fun
having
with her
fun.
career.
Let her
Yeah.
live, because she's always had to be the strong, independent woman for so many years.
And she was a daddy's girl for so many
Exactly.
years.
Yeah.
And now she's
true.
like just having fun. So just like it doesn't. Jeff, it doesn't have any deep message in the song.
Oh, no, I feel like that's
Come on, Illuminati!
But no. Every song, I don't care how stupid it is. Every song is saying something. I just didn't know.
She's
She had a lot of
saying.
random-
Let me tell you what she's
random-
saying.
random.
Let me tell you what
Yeah.
she's saying. She's saying she's fresher than you.
All right, so thank you, Beyonce, for that track.
But in the
now, we're
club
gonna
though,
switch-
in the club, that shit.
yeah, that's what I said.
Nah.
The
Go
beat
nuts.
the beat was great. So, you guys, next up. So, all right. So another thing we got to come back to. We're gonna try not to spend too much time on this. Bill Cosby.
Oh Lord.
So, Bill Cosby is back in the news. At this
I
point,
need one more shot before he put in the because I have a
at
lot
this
to say
point-
about
no,
Bill
we're
Cosby.
not gonna spend too much time. on it,
got
but
to spend.
Bill Cosby is back in the news. At this point, it is reported he's up to 18 women
come on now.
that are accusing him of sexual assault. Something that I found really interesting before we start the discussion on this was this comedy show that he did. I don't know what year it was, but I found a clip of it. It's called Spanish Fly, and he was talking about. So I'm gonna play it for you guys. We'll come back and talk about it.
You know what? You know anything about Spanish Fly? No, tell me about it. Well, there's this girl, Crazy Mary. You put some in her drink, man. She... Yeah, Spanish... Oh, yeah, that's really groovy, man. Spanish Fly is groovy, yeah, boy. From then on, man, anytime you see a girl... What's your ass on Spanish Fly, boy? Go to a party, see 5 girls standing alone. Boy, if I had a whole jug of Spanish Fly, I'd light that corner up over there. You know what?
So
I've
he's
never heard
making
that.
jokes. I'm sorry, he's making jokes about this thing called Spanish Fly, which is something that you put in a girl's drink. And this was back in, I don't know what year it was, how long ago it was. This is
They
from
just
one of his
changed the
comedy
name to
shows.
Molly, pretty much.
Pretty much, but they called it Spanish Fly back then. Bill Cosby is up to 18 women accusing him of this. How do y'all feel?
Where there's smoke, I'll just say it again. Where there's smoke, there's fire. You don't have 18 people accuse you of something. It's just, I don't know. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying 18 people. That's a lot, and that's people that. How many more could there be that? I don't know.
Okay, when it first came out, I was on the fence. I was like, he has no reason to.
That's Cliff Huxtable.
Yeah, he has no reason. I mean, girls drop panties for first ADs.
That's-
Why wouldn't they do it for Bill Cosby?
Right,
Like,
right.
come on, he really gotta, do all that. But now that it's just like
Women after
women after women, and just like, what is the game for them
It
at this
kind of
point?
reminds me, aside from the assault part of the Tiger Woods case,
Right.
when all the women kept popping out the bushes.
But he was
talking about,
paying them
"I fucked
bitches. They
Tiger,
was
I
getting
fucked
money.
Tiger."
That's something
Tiger
different.
was
And
fucking
even if he wasn't
everybody.
sleeping with all the women, Tiger had over 20 plus women.
But that's
So
different because
somebody
they
had to
was
tell the
getting
truth.
money.
Right.
They was
like I said,
benefiting.
aside from the assault part, so I'm like, all these women claim Bill Cosby did this. It's got to be.
But-
And I just kind of feel like this because everybody's saying who's playing advocates, like, well, I don't know how come they waited so long. Like back then, there was no Facebook, there was no
Right.
Instagram, there was no Twitter. And the reason why people can be so vocal now is because they have all these outlets. And I feel
Right.
like if they had all that,
You know,
back
I don't
then,
even think that that's necessarily. I mean, I can
I don't
see
think
the
it's that.
influence of it, but I don't think that's it. But also, Bill Cosby settled out of court in 2006 with one of these cases. It was out of court. So one of the things people are talking about has TV Land from This Now. Did they react too soon? Pulling the Cosby Show from the air.
Ooh, if I was
personally
Claire
think-
Huxtable,
this
I'm
is what I
mad.
think. They pulled it now because we live in the social media world.
Right.
Because back in
Because that's public
2006 when you
opinion.
settled out of
They
court,
gotta
because this
be.
wasn't a private thing. This was something that people knew in the industry. TV Land didn't pull him back then because
Right.
it wasn't as big. People didn't know about it as much, you know, as we do today, with everything being so
Right.
instant on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Right. It's a
And
business
that just
decision.
and like that just like goes to show you how your individual actions affect a community. Like he's messing up their residuals.
Theo is like, look, I didn't get my money.
SAG tax.
Aside
Rudy
from,
like,
listen,
excuse you, I have not worked in 15
I'm
years.
like, aside from
I
Raven
need my check.
I
Simone,
be
Union.
pissed off.
yo,
I'm like,
yo,
look.
but look, aside from Raven Simone, who has her own,
Nobody
type of
on the
Disney-
cast.
Rudy
has
is
opened
sitting
out.
there like, this mofo done fucked me up.
And I feel
I gotta
like
pay
this.
my mortgage.
But I'm not gonna put it on any of those. I'm not gonna put it on any of them to come out and defend him or come
Right.
out and say like I'm not gonna put this on them because they don't
I
have.
do.
that
Did you
level
did you
of-
read what Lisa Bonet tweeted?
I only
What'd she
read
say?
Raven Simone.
Oh,
Lisa
yeah,
Bonet.
Lisa Bonet,
She
yeah.
said something. What happens in the dark always come out to the light.
She
So
tweeted
with
that.
that,
a long
okay,
ass
so with that, we have another clip. This guy Frank
Damn.
Scotty, I believe he used to work for
Hang in that picture behind you,
NBC,
sweetheart.
and he came to tell his story about his interactions with Bill Cosby.
My name is Frank Scotty. I've worked for NBC for many years. I met Mr. Cosby when I had a coffee shop in Greenwich Village. When I left him, I left him because I was upset about the women that he was, again, he would just tell me to keep the woman in there, don't let anybody in. And it's very obvious what was going on. He gave me information regarding a woman who was the owner of the modeling agency. And he said, anytime she called, you do whatever she wants. What did I want to talk about? Talk about the money orders that I have that I had to send to women all over the United States and Europe. I was paying her $2,000. I had to go to 5 different banks because she couldn't make a money order for less than $50.
Don't
Frank,
fight like
hold on,
old school
Frank.
snitches.
Frank,
style.
listen. Frank said, I got the receipts for y'all right here.
Right.
That's number one. But then secondly, Bill Cosby's lawyer, of course, they're saying that his allegations are false. But and then
Of
he's looking. They
course
said that
the
he's
lawyer
looking.
is.
They
Who
said he's.
holds on to
They said
receipts
that
for
Frank
100
is
years?
looking for his 15 seconds of
Exactly.
fame.
Who holds on
Frank,
to
I want to
receipts
point out
for
to y'all,
100
Frank
is
is
90 years old.
7,000 years
He's
old.
90. I don't know what 15 seconds of fame Frank is looking
not
for.
looking-
Everybody
Again,
looking for their
I'm not
15
saying-
seconds of
His
fame.
I'm not
15
saying
seconds
that
of
I
fame
believe
is
that.
just saying, before I go to my grave, I want to get
Let me
this
clear
shit
my
off
name.
my chest.
Let me clear my name.
Yeah, this is what it is.
Because this shit gonna follow. Like,
Right.
I got these receipts. This shit ain't following on me.
Why he
and my
has the
family.
receipts after 100 years?
Because he knew.
Why
He
you
knew.
saying
He
that?
knew.
What kind of order
Come
can
on. He said it was obvious what was going
If
on.
Bill Cosby gave you some shit back in the day when he was at the
You're not
height of
gonna
his
say
fucking
nothing.
career,
You ain't gonna say nothing. I'm from DC. You might just
Now I'm giving you hush.
No,
how much money
I would
is
not
it?
know.
Let me count. Let me count.
You know, I was not gonna say you ain't gonna say nothing, but you ain't gonna throw that shit away. If today in 2014, if Jay-Z gave you any type of documented information, or you had something that was connected to, I'm just using Jay-Z as an example, you gonna keep that shit. You gonna put it in a safety deposit box,
Exactly.
Just in case.
Exactly. if you know what, but he said it was obvious what was happening.
Again,
so,
I'm not
But
saying.
let me tell you what I don't like. Now you saying it's obvious, but yet you didn't do nothing. You was concerned about yourself and your
He
job and
worked
making your
for
money.
the man.
I don't
Right.
care. If it was,
It was his
obvious,
livelihood.
Well, wait. How about this?
then how
Okay.
much is your integrity? How much of your
How about
integrity you
this?
gonna sell?
So Frank didn't do anything. These women didn't say anything back then. True.
But he knew it was obvious that he was raping these women, and he didn't do anything.
'Cause that was
so
his
don't
job
come
to
out.
protect him.
No, so don't come out now talking about you got receipts, and I knew it was obvious. And I knew nobody want to hear that. When these
I
women was
respect
getting
that.
raped and
I
stuff back
respect
then,
that.
you
So
didn't say
is that
nothing.
okay? So how about this? I'll ask each you guys
He
in a
didn't say
simple
rape,
yes
though.
or no fashion.
Whatever.
How about this? So for me, the last several decades, I've known Bill Cosby to kind of be this mean and surly man.
I've heard that.
However, I can still watch the Cosby Show
can
and
separate the
separate
two.
the man.
Right,
Can you
right.
guys separate?
I sure can.
I
Cliff
can.
Huxtable is
So
it.
yeah, I have not been a fan of
but
Bill
that's the
Cosby,
problem.
but I enjoy the
Right.
Cosby
This
Show.
is the thing that I have a problem with though. Like people like just okay. I know in the black community, Cliff Huxtable was the man, as everybody. But at the same time, you you have to be able to separate the two. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. You can't. No, go ahead. But I'm just saying, like, come on, dog.
All right, y'all.
I'm just saying.
Be able to separate the man
from the
character.
from
the
the
That's all I'm
rapist.
We have to. All right, so we're gonna move on. This is the last thing. This is a bit lighter because we keep getting in these deep. Last hot topic. We got more show. Okay. So there's this woman out, and she has opened up a cuddling store.
I saw that.
It's a cuddling store.
That ain't nothing but high price pussy.
We're gonna go to a clip and let's hear what she got
I
to say
get
about
questions
this.
about if I offer other services, which I do not. Not even a little bit. I've had offers and I have to politely turn them down. Everyone needs touch. It's 100% necessary for us to thrive. And as adults, there's a lot of inconsistencies in the touch that we receive. I'm here to help fill in those gaps. How would you like to start?
Starting.
Perfect. I just really want people to thrive. That's what this is about. I want people to be happy. I want them to understand that they are loved and they're connected. Love, light, happiness. I repeat, love, light, happiness. Through the whole session, make sure that my thoughts are focused directly on them through love, light, and happiness. I get to make people feel good every day.
So
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I keep getting it. So all I'm gonna say is
That shit is weird.
one, it's weird, but Samantha.
She making
Mama
money.
gotta hustle. That's what I'm saying. Mama gotta hustle.
I was gonna say I'm not mad at her hustle. Get your money.
But that love light shit, bitch.
Look.
Right.
I'm not. Look. I wouldn't look. I've never paid.
Rate yourself,
I've never paid. How much was it? It's like
$60.
It's $30. No, it's $35 for 30 minutes, and it's $60 for 60.
Okay,
minutes.
pause. No.
Go ahead.
You've never paid to
For
cuddle
pussy. I never paid for
or
pussy.
for pussy.
No, wait.
Oh no, you're paying. You might not get her cash.
Listen.
You might have took her out to dinner, bought her a drink. But you paid for
Have
it
you
now.
paid for drinks?
Listen, y'all.
Y'all paid
No,
for
all
it.
I'm saying is she is not offering up anything sexually the entire
That's what
time.
she
Listen,
said.
clothes
Throw
are
me an
on.
extra
You
60.
know what
I can't
cuddling
happy
leads
end.
to. Come on.
So wait, I got a
Listen,
question.
there
I
has
got a
not been
question.
anything reported in her business of misconduct.
Of course
or anything.
she's not gonna
Her-
report that.
No, but listen, one of them girls, because she has employees, it's not just her like land with all
Sound
these
like a
people.
bunny ranch to me.
All I'm saying is she has opened a store, and her reason behind it is because she feels she's spreading love. People need love. I can't be mad at her
get
for
that.
that. The only thing that I say
It's
is
still
that
fake.
this is creepy. It's very weird.
I
that
get
she's
it.
landing with these
But
people.
it's
Love
almost
light.
like when you go
Love
to
light.
go to a strip club, and at the strip club they got VIP rooms,
Exactly.
and the VIP room.
But they're not giving you love.
That's different. No, these women are there in a
whatever.
G-string, a thong, half naked, enticing you. This woman comes in a bed fully clothed, and she just says, "You're gonna." Her guidelines are, "I'm just here to lay here with you, so you can."
So
feel
what happens if I lay
passion."
behind her
It's a
and I get an
difference.
erection?
It's-
Whoa!
That's
Speak
fine, but
on
no.
it.
He said that's fine.
Listen,
That's fine.
no, not that it's
That's
fine.
gonna cost you extra, sir.
All I'm saying is that these women in a strip club are purposely trying to get you an erection so that you can be turned on by them. This woman is doing nothing.
To give
but she
them
is
money,
trying-
though.
She is exactly. She is trying to just lay there and spread love. Yes, she's making a profit from it.
I think it's manipulative, though. It is manipulative.
Aren't strippers trying to spread love?
No
too?
pause, because no pause.
Yeah.
If I text you, yo, hey, what are you doing? Let's come through and chill, and let's just watch TV. I know what I'm really trying to do.
Oh, we know.
Exactly. She's not soliciting, like she ain't going out like, ooh, that look like
She's
a
not soliciting.
That like a little motherfucker
What
over there.
she's
Let me get
saying,
him.
Like, yo,
No.
like come through and
Come
chill.
through and cuddle. You can touch my breast if you want to.
Time out. This is all I'm gonna say.
down my
This is all I'm gonna say.
panties.
If I'm
Okay,
paying,
so you
if
know
I'm
what?
paying,
I will
go
say
ahead.
I don't have enough information to know. I'm gonna look up the rules.
No,
no. I'm gonna look up
You
the
should
rules.
request a session and see
Yeah,
what
she's
you
all the way.
do.
She's all the way in Oregon. I'm not flying all the way. I'm gonna look up.
Of course,
the
she's in
rules.
Oregon.
Listen, I'm gonna look up the rules and regulations, and whether y'all are here or not, I'm gonna let y'all know what Samantha does because
We know what Samantha
I think
does.
it's creepy what she's doing, but I'm not mad. I think
I'm
I
mad
don't
at
think
it.
it's disgusting what she's doing.
Time out. Let
think-
me just say that if I'm gonna pay to cuddle, you're gonna have to
right.
be nude.
You
That's all I'm
gotta
saying.
be
You gotta be.
What? You gotta go
I
somewhere
need
else.
to feel your feet. I need to
I
feel
need
your.
to- I need to feel your body. I need to feel synergy.
Take your socks
I
off.
ain't giving you synergy.
Take your
Love,
shirt off.
light.
But you know what? See
Fuck
right
that.
there. I would say y'all,
Fuck
Bobby,
that.
Love,
you are looking for
A sexual.
I'm not looking for
no,
sexual.
No.
They're looking for
You're
love and
sexual-
connection.
Oh, what is she
love.
selling? What is she
That
selling?
is
Love?
love.
She's
selling
selling
love?
human touch.
That's bullshit.
Listen. A lot of her clients, she said in the interview, are just kind of
Lonely.
They just want somebody. It's
Pause.
almost like
No,
you just want somebody
no,
to sit in the room
pause.
with
And
you.
talk to you.
There's Tinder.
Ihoma,
Tinder is free.
Ihoma, I think me and you already got on this.
Look,
No,
I'm not.
Paul.
Tinder.
Samantha,
Look,
I salute you.
Look, Tinder
Get
is
your
free.
money, bro.
Tinder,
Get that
Tinder
money.
is free.
Instagram is free. You can send a DM.
Exactly.
If a girl can make money without having sex,
All
I
right,
say
y'all.
do it.
So thank y'all. Those were the hot topics for today,
I
you guys.
disagree.
We are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with viewer mail.
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody! Shots, 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 shots.
All right, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. My panelists, y'all are a really great panel. I really appreciate you guys for being
Hey
here.
man, thanks for having
Thanks
me.
for having me.
I think
the
y'all-
tacos
y'all-
are good. The drinks are good.
Y'all
the
blowing
food is
my
bomb.
Y'all blowing my
The food was
CPU,
all right.
but we gonna
I'm
finish
sorry.
it. All right, so listen up. We got
Yeah.
your questions. This is the point we ask you guys via Facebook, Twitter, everything to send us your questions and we'll respond.
Okay.
So the first viewer question, Dear Taco Talk Tuesday, I recently got out of a, and this is in quotations, situation,
Ooh, child.
and now I'm dating multiple people.
Ooh, child.
Since I can't find everything I want in one man, I take the best parts of each one.
Wow.
It's fun, but also exhausting.
That sounds
Girl.
like me.
Now listen, so
Right.
one guy is great to talk to. The other has, in all caps,
It
in
might
all
be
caps,
niche.
it says amazing sex. The other is
All caps.
hot. The other is hot as hell. A little dumb though. The other, we have just history,
Damn,
and
so
I
it's
treated
four.
him bad in the past, so I'm making
Guilty
up for
conscious.
it. One is long distance. Now again, they're dating multiple people. So one is
Hey.
long distance. Another is a military
Okay,
man.
that's 7.
Are you keeping count? Now another is a military man that I just met that looks like he can whip me into shape. It's starting to get
He's
hard.
defending our nation.
It's starting to get hard managing all these men and a full-time job. And what's even worse is that now many of my gentlemen callers are wanting to get intimate. What's a girl to do? Signed, overworked, and underpaid.
I'm gonna go
Oh, wait. Yeah. As the only female.
Nope, we gonna start at the table and bring it in. So go ahead, Max. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I'm gonna go first. You cannot ask what do I do next when you have invited all these guys into your personal
Honey.
emotional space.
Let
So
me get his-
once they have invested into you talking and FaceTiming 3 and 4 times a week, they sending you stuff, you sending them stuff. At this moment, you have to commit to the next level. If you don't, then you cut them off one by one. If it's 2 people, it's 2. If it's 7, it's 7. But you can't feel like, oh, I don't want to have sex with all 7 because I'll be a hoe, but you're entertaining all 7. So you might want to entertain 2 or just 1 and do that. But you cannot hold back from a person that's probably offering you all of them because you're probably just offering maybe 20%.
Can I say something?
Go ahead,
to
your
the-
turn,
to the
your
girl?
turn.
Honey, do you have career goals? Do you have a life? Who has the time to invest in 7 different dudes?
She's not investing. She's getting to know them.
No,
She's dating.
who has the time to sit on the phone with this one who's long distance, this one in the military, to fuck this one, to go out and dinner with this one? What is your life goal? Do you have a career? What do you do with your life besides talking to men? What I need you
She's
to do.
trying to find a husband.
No, she not. No, she not. She ain't trying to find no husband.
I'm trying to do something.
And let me tell you what you need to do, honey. You need to invest in yourself and get your self-esteem up, because you have self-esteem. You will need to talk to 7 different men and all over the place. Focus on yourself. Find yourself. Get
All right,
yourself
Bobby,
together.
Bobby, go ahead.
Right.
I'm just gonna say.
about the minister.
Whoa, child. Whoa.
Bobby, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
Bobby.
just gonna say, welcome to the life of a man. That's like that's what we.
Oh.
Be honest.
Oh.
That's how it usually is for us. You try.
Honestly.
It's hard work
Oh,
to
really?
balance all
Hard
these
work.
chicks.
It's a
So why don't
full-time
you get
job.
one chick? Why don't you get
Wait,
one
let Bobby,
chick?
let Bobby, let
But I'm
Bobby
just
get
saying, because
all
you're trying to
his.
find that one. So you gotta get out there. When you get
gotta get out
older,
there.
when you get older,
You have
it's
to.
it's crunch time. You gotta find that one. So do you fuck it? Like don't
No.
fuck everybody. Get everybody tested. Go out. Talk to
Right.
this one. Talk to that one, and then you gotta make a process of elimination of best informed decisions.
She already know.
Yeah.
Women know from the very
Women know, yeah.
beginning.
But
Stop
I'm just
wasting
saying,
your time.
I'm not mad at you.
playing around.
I'm not mad at you for dating.
You already know which one you like. The hot
sex.
sex one. Stick
Men
to that
do it all the
one.
time. It
All
can't
right,
be a
Jeff,
double
what you
standard.
say,
Go
Jeff?
ahead. My bad.
So I feel like it's nothing wrong with casually dating.
This motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
If you are single, listen.
Fuck all
listen,
7. That's what he's saying.
I'm gonna say, listen.
Get it in.
Casually dating. Let me give my opinion. I feel like if you are single, it's nothing wrong with exploring your options. I also feel like
Expound
I'm
on
one of
exploring
those-
your options, though.
I'm
What
one
does
of
that
those that I feel like sex on the first date is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It won't make me think any less of you. And I would.
Oh, please.
Wait,
No, I ain't swapping off of that
And
now.
listen,
It depends if he took me out to dinner.
This is
then
me,
maybe.
and I hope it wouldn't make you think any less of me.
Right.
But
Everybody's
if I am-
grown.
I do
Everybody's
think, I do
grown.
Everybody's
think,
an adult.
However, I do think that if you are the person that's dating, you do owe it to the people to let them know you're not the only
You're
one.
not like I'm not. Hey,
I'm seeing
this-
somebody
exactly.
else.
So now, if I let you know that, and you decide, okay,
Bam.
I
Still
want to
sticking
keep
around?
seeing you,
Yeah.
I want to keep sleeping with you, whatever I want to do, that's on you.
Bam.
She ain't being real.
So
No.
So time out. Let me ask you
Because it
this:
becomes
You're against
a
sex
competitive
on the first
spirit.
date?
Am I against sex on the first date?
Yeah.
I feel like once you get to a
It's a
certain-
yes or no.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? You never.
I feel. Listen to me.
You never had sex on the first date.
Listen to me.
It's yes or no.
If you're not gonna
Yes
say yes
or
or no,
no?
we're gonna move to
Yes
the
or
next
no?
question.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Have
Yes
you
or
ever
no?
had sex on the first date?
Of
Yes or no?
course.
All right,
Okay.
next question. There you go. All right, y'all. Next question. Listen up. So, dear Taco Talk Tuesday. Okay, I was dating this girl, and since we weren't exclusive, in parentheses,
Here we go.
I was also seeing other people.
Right.
Of course, I didn't tell her about the other females I was seeing.
It was my friend.
Tried that in the past, and it went bad real fast.
Don't matter.
This one, so I made it seem like it was just the two of us with no official commitment. But then it happened. Y'all ready for this?
Ready.
I got syphilis from. Hang on, it ain't done yet. I got syphilis from one of those dirty hoes I was messing with.
That you chose.
Or so I thought. So I went around making phone calls to all my side pieces, accusing them of burning me.
Side pieces.
Turns out they all went to get tested and none of them had it.
Oh,
Fast
snap.
forward to today, I'm no longer with my main chick and my syphilis is cured. I hope so.
Praise the Lord.
Then it dawned on me that the dirty skank was probably the hoe that gave me syphilis, which pissed me off because she acts like she's so pure and holy and good. Yet
the main one.
I have
Be the
strong
main
reason
ones.
to believe the bitch burnt me. I know we aren't
listen.
together anymore, but should I reach out and tell
I want to
her?
go first.
Wait,
No.
I ain't even finished the question.
Let's start on this end.
Okay, but I
Should
want to
I
go first
reach
when
out?
you're done, though.
Should I reach out and tell her how much of a horrible whore she is? Signed,
Horrible whore.
signed, syphilis free,
I wanna go first.
but
No.
still salty.
No.
I'm quick.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
saying.
No, I'm gonna say, and then
Start on this end. Who's on this end? Y'all went
No,
first.
no, no.
I'm gonna say, sweetheart, syphilis free but still salty. I ain't got nothing for you, Bobby. Go ahead.
Hey, this is why, like when I started, I said on the last question, I said I'm an advocate for get tested. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Right.
They don't know. Like, you may be kind of dating a couple of dudes or chicks or whatever you do,
Right.
and you never fucking know. So my thing is, especially when you get older, even younger, fuck that. Get tested.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say. Get tested. That's your bad.
Tested, period.
Okay,
tested.
I want to say something.
Okay.
What goes around comes around.
Bam.
You shouldn't be doing it in the first place. You thought you was gonna date all these women, do whatever you want to do, and you gonna keep the main chick at home. Well, I'm glad the main chick burned you because you need to learn the lesson.
Damn.
Now, to make sure this cycle does not continue again, don't continue to do the same thing. Get your lesson. You don't need to reach out to her. You got it. Move on. Don't be dating a whole bunch of chicks next time.
You lucky
And
it
if you
wasn't
do,
AIDS.
and if you do, wrap it the fuck up. I don't give a fuck how it feels. Wrap it the fuck up. Your life is
It
not
feel
worth
good,
it. No,
but you lucky. You lucky.
because I'm mad.
all right, let's
Because
keep
he-
going.
because he's being a
Let's
hypocrite.
Let's keep
Hypocrite
going
ass.
down.
I ain't got no
Keep going
sympathy
down.
for you.
Matthew,
Move
go
on.
ahead, Matthew.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off what she's saying, but for me, anytime that I know that I've been wrong in private, I try to push the blame on somebody else.
Being honest.
You a hoe ass dude. Nah.
Go ahead,
They should be
Matthew.
in honest.
Testify, brother. Go ahead.
Just
testimony.
maybe you not being able to figure out where it came from is because you can't remember yourself where you've been. So I think that having multiple partners is never a safe thing. It's never the right thing to do. So instead of being upset, you should just kind of pull back and find some integrity.
True.
some internal morals and some ethics,
So,
and
preach.
really position yourself to find that right one that you can be consistently.
He ain't gonna
faithful
find no
to.
damn
So
right.
I'm gonna say. Now, no,
And don't push the blame.
Don't lie with your syphilis ass. You
Listen,
gonna
I
find
didn't
no right
have
one.
any advice before, but I was listening to what you guys were saying. So Ihoma, because you gave that.
I love your name,
Very
by the way.
strict.
Thank
You know, wrap it up and everything. So just tell me though, have you ever not had that slip up of sleeping with
Everybody's
somebody
had at least
without-
one slip up.
Yes, you have a slip up, but
Everybody.
if you are constantly sleeping with 7 different women, it's your own fucking fault. I don't care how you get it.
But you know what? I think that
Everybody has a slip up.
everybody has a slip up. You never know.
How many 7 slip ups, 8 slip
Because
like
you
how
get
many?
caught in the moment, like, oh shit.
So what if he was What if he was using condoms with all those other people?
Right.
That's why it was
Right.
no burn.
You need
there.
to use condom
It
with
was.
all of them, even the main chick, unless you try and get her pregnant and knock the fuck up.
Let me-
use
It's
a
not
goddamn
no.
condom.
Let me just
trying
say.
to get them
Let me say
pregnant,
one
but-
thing.
Let me-
And
Then
also,
get it.
I'm thinking about
You
how.
ain't-
I'm
you-
also thinking about how damn embarrassing that is
Right.
to call all them people.
All them.
Cause he's stupid.
Yeah, he
Who
was. That
called
was
them and
stupid.
say,
That
"Oh,
was
did you
stupid.
burn me?
That
Did
was-
you bitches, you burn me?
That was
you
damn.
stupid.
You gotta find out the best way you know how, because I'm not calling you.
Get
Yeah.
cured and move the fuck on.
Let me say
Find
one
out the
thing.
I
best
wish
way
some
you know
motherfucker
how.
would call me and ask me that I
Bobby, go ahead,
burn him.
Bobby.
Let me say one
go
thing.
ahead.
I say this all the time. As a reformed male hoarder,
Hashtag.
Are you sure
Hashtag.
you're reformed?
Hashtag
I'm reformed.
redeemed.
You reformed.
He's
I'm
reformed.
scared of STDs these days. So all I'm gonna say is, like, I've been out on that battlefield in all them
Battlefield.
vaginas. I've fought a long fight with those vaginas for all those years, and I found myself, and I got tested a lot, but I
You got
never
tested
had
because
nothing.
you were scared you
Cause
had
my dad got me tested when I was like 16.
Okay, pause,
He taught me
pause.
about that. What's up?
You got tested because you were having unprotected sex?
No. That's the thing. I never.
or just because you were sexually active.
I've had unprotected sex with like 4 or 5 chicks throughout my life, from when I was like 13 up to
Okay,
now.
pause.
13? That's when you lost your virginity?
Pause.
Damn.
This is not the judgment zone.
Damn, I got
This
to
is not
judge.
the
Yeah.
judgment zone.
You had
Yeah, go
it
ahead.
with at least 4 or 5
About
different
4 or
women.
5.
Each girl was one time, or it was like
It was
8 to 10
like
times
serious
each.
girlfriends. So
Gotcha,
we were supposed
gotcha.
to be. We were supposed to be. So if I knew something went wrong,
Every
I
time
know
we caught up
exactly.
in the moment. Every time it's like, oh fuck that. Let's go.
Nah, it was just over time, and you know, you get a year, 2 years in, you like fuck
Okay,
it.
all
And
right.
so we're supposed to both be tested and be being true. So I'm thinking everything
Supposed
good.
to be true.
Exactly. So
Supposed
nothing
to.
ever
Supposed.
happened. Nothing ever happened, right? So I'm just saying, like right now, I'm terrified because I think of all the shit I did and crazy shit I did, and to not have an STD. I don't know what the point is of what I'm saying, but all I'm saying
Nobody
is get
knows.
tested.
So, all right, so we're gonna wrap that up.
Literally, we're gonna wrap it
Syphilis
up.
free but still salty. I hope we helped you, not ruin your life. All right, y'all. So we'll be right back, you guys.
Club going up on the Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up on the Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up.
And now it's time for the part of the show where we tell you guys what we have been obsessed with this week. So we're gonna start at the end of the table. Matthew, let us know.
All right, so for those who don't know, I was like raised in the church my entire life.
Hallelujah.
I know both of my parents are pastors. So
Really?
Yeah, so I've been raised in the church my entire life. But I have never really gotten in touch with like gospel music, especially gospel rap.
So I was in church kids to be the worst one. Go ahead.
But this past weekend, I was in the car with a homie of mine, and he played this song for me. I was like, "Yo, who is that?" He was like, Lecrae, and I was like, "Really?" And like I've heard the name at like award shows and on the charts, but I never really listened to his music because I feel like it's gospel rap, it's corny. But as soon as he played the song for me, I went on iTunes and I got his whole record, and it's an amazing album. From beginning to end, from song 1 to song 15.
Wow.
And I feel like where we are right now in the world, we all need to hear an inspiring word of uplift and of love and of faith and of ethics and integrity and all that kind of stuff. So Lecrae has an amazing album and an amazing song called All I Need Is You, which I've been playing nonstop in the gym and in my car, and this is
We got a
great
clip of the
record.
song, so we're gonna play it.
Oh,
for you
dope.
guys. Yeah.
Sweet.
Keep me on that right path and the right math. Is you plus nothing's everything. You my everything. Sing. You ain't gotta question my allegiance, cause the way you love me, I could never leave you. I need you. By my
side, thick and thin, highs and lows, don't let go. We gon' ride, we gon' win, don't know how, all I know.
I'm not mad at it.
It's good. Like for me, I felt like it was gonna be like super dated, super corny, super like G-O-D, love my, but like it was, but like it's great and it's like an empowering message.
Wait, do that again, please.
G-O-D, love my car. But like no, like it's an empowering message and doing like what we're all going through now with racism and the whole thing going down. Like in Missouri, I feel like we all need to be encouraged and uplift, and this is a great record and I've been addicted to it and it's been helping me through a lot. So go out, get that new Lecrae record.
It is dope.
I'm not getting no money from this, so this is it's from the heart. Get the new Lecrae record. It's amazing.
How about you? What are you obsessed with this week?
This week and for the last 3 months, I've been obsessed with Yogurtland. If you're not from California, you probably won't know, but it's basically
Yogurtland.
Oh, you know Pinkberry on the East Coast.
Pinkberry, but it's frozen
We got
yogurt.
Pinkberry out here. I hate Pinkberry.
After I leave
not
the
the
gym, I go and I say, I deserve frozen yogurt for that hard workout. So I
After
go.
the gym,
Yeah.
you eat ice cream. Oh,
It's not ice cream.
It's not ice
fat.
cream.
No
It's not
gluten.
fat.
Not
After you
fat.
add the gummy bears, and
I don't put gummy bears.
I put vanilla.
cookie dough
I put
on mine.
vanilla wafer
This
and
motherfucker-
strawberry and what's the Whoppers? The Whoopers? The one.
Oh, yeah,
Whoppers.
the Whoppers.
The Whoppers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
my God. I go in there every day. The lady gave me a card that's like, you get the points for as many, that you buy.
Okay, you VIP in the joint.
I'm
got a
VIP.
card, too.
You got a card
You got a card?
too?
Hell yeah. Listen,
Ooh.
I'm
Yeah, hell
freaking
yeah.
Yogurtland.
I mean, but when I
I don't
buy
fuck with
it,
yogurt.
it's like $9.
I don't either.
It's
I know
like-
ice cream.
Whatever.
Ice
We the
cream.
cool kids, Homer. We part of the cool kids club.
It's like $9 every time I go in.
$9. Damn. How
You
many?
get all kind of shit.
I get the big old.
My shit ain't never been
It
more than like
cancels
$3.
out your
Mine's
workout.
not-
It cancels
I work
All right,
harder.
so that's where we different because my shit ain't never been more than like $3.
Mine's like
$4.
$9.
See?
My shit is a meal.
All right. Big ups to Yogurland. Bobby,
Get that
what's your
Bluebell ice
obsession this
cream.
week?
My obsession has been this movie. I've been seeing it on the blogs. I finally saw it last night. Top 5. Chris Rock wrote. I've been drinking.
It's all right.
Chris
Get it out.
Rock.
It's all right.
What he wrote it. He wrote it. He wrote it. He wrote it. He wrote it and directed it. And it was just refreshing to see like a smart comedy. Like you don't get it. Dear White People was of course had some comedic elements, but it was just good to see a black dude to.
You don't know what the hell he's talking
Let him go. Let him
Go see the movie.
Come on.
It was good to see it and to see. Okay, this is the thing. It was a comedy, but it
What
actually
happened?
had a plot.
And what was the plot?
What,
He
I'm not gonna
Hey,
get into it.
I can get into it.
Go ahead.
I saw the movie.
Don't
twice.
try to save Bobby because
Okay.
he
No, it was a good movie. Matt, it was a good movie.
It's good.
Seriously, it was a good movie. I
good.
saw it twice. It was a good
I heard
movie.
it was really good.
It was
It's
really
good.
We got a clip from it, so we're going to play you the clip from it real quick.
Scratch my nuts, that is.
First take was good.
In 2005, Time magazine voted today's guest the funniest man in America. By 2010, the former stand-up hit it big with Hammy the Bear 1, 2, and 3.
You got hammer time. It's hammer time.
You can also see him getting married to reality star Erica Long.
Where's my kiss?
Do we have to do this on camera?
Not on camera, it doesn't exist.
I don't feel like doing funny movies anymore. I don't feel funny.
Save some of that stuff for your Times interview.
I just want a decent story. You give me a couple of really honest things, I will be more than fair.
This is Chelsea Brown. She's doing a story on me. No snitching.
Up and coming comics that have not really, but he gave them love and gave them little cameo roles and shit. So it's a dope movie. Go see it because you guys go see Tyler Perry shit.
No, who go see Tyler Perry
a
shit?
lot of you.
Did you see that Tyler Perry billboard in the movie?
Don't do Tyler
For
Perry
Doom,
like
Shit, and
that.
Fresno Ghost. It was a good movie. Top 5, y'all. No, I'm
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
It's a good
Perry
movie
like that.
and it's smart.
Oh, man, you
it got
Come
ratchet
on,
elements,
y'all.
but it's smart. It's
I'm
really
listening.
smart.
I'm serious. I'm co-signing on Bobby and I'm co-signing
Y'all
on Homer.
dismissing Tyler Perry?
Hell
He
yeah.
need to be
All
dismissed.
No, we're not
He
even.
need to be
We're not even
dismissed.
gonna.
He
I'm
need to
not
be
gonna do
dismissed.
that. We're not answering.
And he need to be sent to
another
detention,
day.
and he need to be homeschooled. He need all that.
Tyler
So,
Perry.
Jeff, what are you obsessed
my
with, Jeff?
obsession this week, mine is honestly is very simple, but honestly, y'all, I'm obsessed with the holiday season. I know we not even hit Thanksgiving.
I'm like, Can we cut the turkey first?
It's already Christmas at the stores.
What is considered?
Right.
My question
is.
is, what's considered the holiday season? Is it only Christmas, or is it like Thanksgiving?
No,
Christmas?
Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's,
Yeah,
and
but, like,
Kwanzaa,
me,
and
Kwanzaa.
Hanukkah.
I have already I've already been playing Christmas music.
Me too.
I can't wait till the day after Christmas,
What you
so
gonna do
that
for
I can
Christmas?
officially listen. I got my listen. My Boyz II Men album.
Whoa, Boyz II Men Christmas
I got
album.
the
Yes,
Preacher's
sir.
Wife soundtrack.
There you go.
The Kirk Franklin Christmas album. A Preacher's Wife. Did I say that already?
Yes, you did.
I said that already.
He's been
Mariah
drinking too.
Carey's Christmas album. You know,
Her
just the
album is
classic.
good.
That
Her
first
album
one.
is good.
You know what we need to do? We need to do like a Christmas
I'm down with
or holiday movie.
But everybody don't do-
movie night at somebody's house.
So I
house.
want
Your
to
house?
thank
Your
you
house?
guys
Your house?
for coming tonight, being a part of the panel.
Holiday season. Are you doing Black
I want to
Friday?
thank you for inviting me to
Are you
come.
doing Black
Black
Friday?
Friday. No, we're
Friday.
boycotting
We're not
Friday
going back
according
into
to
that.
the
We're not going
social
back into
media.
that. So everybody, let the people know. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let the people know where they can
Thank
find y'all.
y'all.
Go ahead, start, Matt.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Matthew Wrights, MattheWrites. I'm on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook. I got in a relationship.
We don't need all these stories. Just
We need the background.
And you know,
You should have
in a
been. You
relationship.
know that you should have submitted a viewer question for this.
Damn, I got the
And
answer.
you know when you get in a relationship, you gotta kind of get off Facebook. So
Ihoma, where can we find
Aw,
you?
you still
I'm on
hurting,
Facebook.
boo.
So on Twitter and Instagram at Matthew Wrights, MattheWWRights.
You still hurting, boo?
Ihoma,
You gotta
I'm
deactivate
good.
your Facebook.
Where can the people find you at?
Good.
On Instagram at Ihoma,
See
IHUOMA,
in the credits.
and then on Twitter at It's Ihoma.
And she just started following me an hour ago.
I did, cause
Bobby.
Twitter, Instagram at Bobby Ray JR. BeyondDapper.com. We got a bunch. I'm gonna have all these people on interviews and stuff. We talking lifestyle, fashion, all that. I'm tipsy right now, but go ahead.
And Ferguson.
And
Ferguson.
Oh, he's the LA rep. I'm for
coming
for the
Ferguson.
change movement.
The LA chapter.
The LA chapter.
The LA chapter.
All right, y'all. Y'all know y'all can find me on everything at Jeffro5. That's JEFRO5.
I have a
Facebook,
question.
Instagram, Twitter.
What does the 5 mean?
Oh, my birthday is 5/5. Cinco de Mayo. 5/5. So I just put it on the 5.
Cinco de Mayo! I
That's
never
the
knew what
same
5
movement you
meant
did
though.
with G.O.
I know.
Y'all,
How you a singer? He a singer, and these the only dances he got.
I
What the
really,
fuck?
really
listen.
listen. I really want to thank y'all for being a part of tonight's panel. I really enjoyed you guys tonight. Y'all continue to send us viewer questions.
not syphilis. You don't send no more.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't say no more.
Syphilis free. Like, share, and support Taco Talk Tuesday. If you want to be on Taco Talk Tuesday, email us. It's tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. I appreciate y'all. We see y'all next week. Bye.
God bless.
Sideways, smack it in the air.